Drive on Mama, buckle up. Andrea TV here from driveonmama.com, and we're going to do one of the slowest lunch ride-alongs I have seen in 2024. We logged on about 10:30 a.m., had to decline two, so we ended our dash at 11 a.m., logged back on, only to decline a whopper of a order. Unbelievable that they would even attempt to have somebody do multiple hours of work for the amount that they were offering. It's in the screenshot, but Doordash contract violation. I don't get them often, but I have one now. It happened on an order that I did on Sunday night, and we are going to talk about it on this ride along. And I remember the order. It was the last order for the night, but let's go pick up our first order. It's $6.91 for 0.3 miles. And that first order's dropped off. It did remain the same. Easy handed to me to a doctor's office. We arrived back on the avenue and received our next order. $6.75, going less than a mile or about a mile. Then the same customer had an add-on. They want to get some Chinese food along with their bakery food. So an additional $6.25, and we're sitting in front of the bakery now. The contract violation was on a pizza pickup. It was one 16-inch cheese pizza and a 2-liter soda, going about 2.4 miles. The last order of the night. I go to deliver. It is to a building that you need a keypad guest code in order to enter the building. They changed this over to that method, I would say almost a year ago, because I've delivered to that building many, many times. I get there, not even when I get there, like the block or two before, I'm sitting at a long red light. So I look for the code. It's not there. I text them, oh, can you please give me your passcode so I can get in your building? No response. I get there, park, go inside. There's a concierge there, but they cannot let you in. They will get fired. Since they changed over that policy, everybody is assigned their own guest code. So if something happens under your guest code, you are going to be questioned. At least that's what I'm thinking what will happen. So I call through the app. It is connected to a number that does not work, and it tells me to try my party later or some error message. It did not ring at all, and the number is not valid. So I text again. No response. So I put the food down in the vestibule between the outside door and the inside door where the keypad is and take the picture. I guess the customer did not feel like coming downstairs or responding to the text, so they reported it as never have arrived. Now let's go get them.
Okay, we have the bakery items in the car, and we're waiting on the Chinese food. It's one order of wontons. So I should dispute it, but I didn't take a picture outside of the app because I have never had this issue before, especially with people who live in apartments that know that there's a gate code or a keypad code. Either they come down, they send it, or they say leave it there, I'll come down and get it. This person didn't respond at all, but it will fall off after 100 deliveries, and on average I do 100 deliveries a week. So I am going to dispute it when I have time later on in the week maybe. I'm not in a dire rush. One contract violation, especially of that nature, is not going to get you deactivated. The ones that get you deactivated right away, where there's no disputing and no question at all, is where you make a customer feel unsafe or threatening, things of that nature. So never arrived and order arrived late, those fall off after 100, and they're not that big a deal. Let's go see if I want one. I am interested to know with what type of wonton is in this bag. It's heavy too. I thought it was going to be a little bag. I'll check to see what the Doordash app shows and add the pay. The $6.25 remains $6.25, and the $6.75 went up by $1 to $7.75. And we are back on the avenue, and we have our next right when we park. $12.50 for 3.6 miles, picking up 2 salads at the same store and then delivering. And with the contract violation, last time I received one, I think it was spring of last year, and that was when I was multi-apping and I arrived late to the store for the Doordash pickup because the Uber Eats drop-off wasn't handed to me. You never know when you accept it whether it's going to be handed to me or not, and the person took a while coming down. I have never, I can't say never, I have once also received one for order never arrived, but that was when I was delivering in a different area where that happened to quite a few people. I'm gonna just leave it like that. So in 100 it will come off, and I am going to submit the dispute, and I'll probably save this video to post once I get the answer from them. Most of the time when I have a contract violation, it does not change, and it falls off by the end of the week. Sometimes they don't even respond because I've already done the 100 before they do respond, because it takes them 24 to 72 hours. But we'll see with this one. Let's go get this.
Okay, that last $7.25 remained $7.25. The customer tipped $3.50. The rest was the base pay from Doordash. And this Subway was gangster with the confirm. You hit confirm once and then it shows confirm and you can go back. He said, no, hit it again. I was like, mister, I don't want these sandwiches. But that's how some Dashers have made it for the rest of us. Anyways, we arrived back on the avenue and sat here about 25 minutes. This is going to be the last set of orders, and then we're just going to end it and wrap it up. It is Tuesday, and Tuesday and Wednesday fight to be the slowest days in my market. I believe Tuesday is going to win this week, even though Wednesday hasn't come yet. But I can imagine tomorrow being slower than it is today. But we have our last two. $7.50 going 2.4 miles on Doordash, and accepted an Uber Eats, $11 and change, going 0.8 miles. And we're going to do both, and we'll come back with it. So we have the salad in the car, and we are waiting to go around the corner to pick up the sushi and mashed potatoes. And yeah, the businesses are not ordering, and the people who work in the businesses are not ordering as much anymore either. I am currently sitting at a 75% acceptance rate, I believe. And thanks to the reset yesterday, I'm sitting at a 99% completion rate. I did have to decline one this morning. I didn't have to. I chose to because I didn't want my percentage rate to go below 75. But they're not ordering. I would think that I was no longer in the large order program. It's been that long since I received one, but I did get a terrible one last night before I came home. So if they're there to be had, I would get them, but they're not there to be had. Let's go pick up the sushi. So all orders dropped off. The 1108 remained 1108, and we ended our dash with $51.81. After logging on at 10:30, declining a couple of bad orders until 11, then logging off and logging back on, then starting from 11 till about 2, $51.81 on Doordash, and $11.08 on Uber Eats. I hope tomorrow is better. Today started off, it wasn't filmed, at least I haven't seen it on the internet yet, but I started off the day picking up my first order, which was Starbucks coffee, and it was a brick raised above the ground a little bit, and I didn't see it, and I fell hard. You know, a fall where you know you're going down and it's with speed, and I rolled and my legs were up in the air and I hit the side of the brick where the flowers were, and the lady in front of me said, "Oh my God, are you okay?" My phone slid about 10 feet ahead of me, so yeah, it's been a rough day. But we are grateful for the $62.89, and I can already see I do not want that Uber Eats order. But hopefully this helps someone, and I wish you large tips, no waits, and short distances.